You're listening to REI USA Podcast, your prime resource for genuine real estate growth. If you want to jumpstart your real estate career, whether in active or passive investing, this is the right show for you. Join professional home renovator Stacy as she talks to REI USA teachers and expert investors willing to share their tips and tricks to get started in investing, sharing actionable advice in every area of real estate, all while putting legality, habitability, and safety above everything else. Combine their unparalleled advice with your strong drive for success, and that incredible real estate fortune will be yours. Now, here's your host, Stacy.
So what we're going to talk about is scaling your real estate business the new way, with better lead generation and becoming a client magnet on autopilot by using creative video and social media strategies. So this training, how I have it mapped out, do a little introduction, what these strategies have done, for myself, for our business, Facebook lead generation, how converting Facebook lead ads that we've used, effective strategies that work, scaling to a 6-figure per year income, right? What everybody wants to do, 6 figures, 7 and beyond, right? Instagram, I'll talk a little bit about Instagram, exact posts that we use, and how to make it easy to become top of mind in your market. And also YouTube is probably my favorite. So being able to track clients in your market on autopilot 24/7, right? And how you can actually do that with your first video. So now who is this for? So if you're a brand new investor or an agent and struggling to gain traction, you have some experience, but you're looking to rapidly scale, right, their business. If you're a top producer and you're wanting to get your name and freedom back, instead of doing everything, right? Just working hard and a lot of hours. Real estate assistant, if you're looking to generate more business for their team. If you're ready to work smarter, of course, and not harder, which is always the goal, right? And get more of your time back, which we all would like. So think about this now. Has this crossed your mind? How can I get tons of new sellers and buyers if I don't have any deals or listings of my own, right? How can I get to the point to where I don't have to cold call every day or put out signs anymore? How can I automate and systemize my business so I can generate leads 24/7 regardless of where I am? Okay, how can I become top of mind without having to spend thousands of dollars on bus benches, right? Or mailers. So let's talk about this. So 4 secrets to the new approach of making 6 figures. 1, show you how to generate leads fast. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Show you the proven model for automating your lead generation and exponentially increasing your conversion rate quickly. How to dominate your local market on Instagram and generating leads. And create high converting video content on YouTube for long-term growth and exposure. So if you're in it for the long haul, right, and you want these videos to work for you 5, 10, 15 years from now, then YouTube is definitely the place you want to be. But keep this in mind, action is the fundamental key to all success. One of my favorite quotes. 87% of realtors, real estate investors fail because they do not simply take action. So hopefully, what I'm sharing today will motivate you to take some action and make some adjustments in your marketing, right? Again, I talked a little bit in the beginning about who I am. So I'll just kind of skim through this, if you will. And just a few of some amazing clients that I've worked with, from realtors to real estate investors, some of the things that they shared about me here. So I won't leave this up too long. I just wanted to share a few of those. So I'm really huge on testimonials, and I teach that because testimonials will just continue to consistently generate leads for you over time. And that's zero marketing costs, right? So, and that's the highest compliment, is when you can have a testimonial from happy clients and get, new business and referral business. So when I first started in real estate, I was driving for dollars, half or all day, burned a lot of gas, wear and tear on cars. Does this sound familiar to anybody? Cold calling, did a lot of cold calling. Of course, multiple hangups, rejections. Yep, got stressful, actually hated it. But I did it because at the time I was new and just, hungry and just trying to get deals, right? Always chasing the next deal, working all the time, burnout, been there. Very little time to sleep, take vacations, or spend time doing things that I love, right? So the key to wealth is learn how to make money in your sleep, right? So you have to have these systems and processes in place and relationships, right? In order to do that. And of course, those streams of income, additional streams of income. So let's talk about this new way of doing real estate. Personal brand, video and social media marketing, generating leads while you travel, spend time with family, sleep, enjoy life, do whatever, right? Automating your leads and converting them effectively. Having your content attracting business around the clock. That's probably one of the key things right there. So instead of, and one of the things that I had to get out of, and my business partner, is always chasing leads, if you will. Cold calling is, you're calling people to see if they're interested. But once I really got it and understood with how to leverage social media and video marketing on how now I can start attracting leads, what we found is that the leads are better. And typically they're warmer, if that makes sense. And let me give you an example before I move forward. On my YouTube channel, I have videos on there from several years. I've been on YouTube for maybe 10 years now. And I still have videos where people will reach out, whether they'll send me whatever the call to action is. They'll call me or they'll send me a message or email. And whenever I talk to them, one of the things that I found, especially from YouTube, is it's like they already know me. They're like, I've sat here and watched 10 of your videos and they're asking me about my dogs. So, because I talk about, periodically I may, involve just my life, my family or a little of my family and my animals. And what that does is now I've built the know, like, and trust factor from those videos, and it's easier to convert them. So I really hope that makes sense. Leads for a fraction of the cost compared to real estate platforms like Zillow, Bold Leads, Trulia, and others. So let's talk about tip 1. Show you how to generate your first lead within the next 24 hours, right? Even if you're brand new to Facebook, guys, this is the process. You got your social media, Facebook leads, your ads, automation, follow-up, and retargeting. So most realtors, investors, and lead gen companies make one cold touch. And that's something that I had to learn early on in my career. You're not going to buy a list of 1,000, leads and touch them one time and expect to, make 6 figures. You may get a deal out of it. In these day and times, probably not. You're going to have to, at least, if you're going to get a list, I would say 3,000 or more leads. You may get one of somebody that's ready to do something, but for the most part, you have to follow up. You have to touch those leads. And typically we like to touch leads at least 7 times, or until they say, delete us, unsubscribe us, or, we're not interested in selling or whatever. Most also do not provide any true value in their ads. For $5 or $10 a day, you can ensure you are never forgotten. And actually that's probably increased a little bit now. Retargeting can increase conversion by up to 150%. And that's the key when you're talking about Facebook advertising. So the magic happens in the retargeting and learning, how to do that. And think about it as, I think a good example for me would be like getting one of those Geico mailers, if you will, in the mail for insurance. They just, you see the commercials all the time. And I don't know if you guys get, the mailers from them, but it's like once a month or something, they're just sending the advertisement, right? And think about it as being online. And when you're doing ads and you want to create a custom audience so that everybody that has looked at your ad or visited your Facebook page, if you're running ads to them, now you can retarget them with a new ad so they continue to see whatever it is that you have to offer. So, and over time, you'll get those people, right, that's been following you, that you've been retargeting, that's going to take action and reach out to you. Okay. Highest converting ad. Which ads are proven to convert the highest? Well, when it comes to properties, front and exterior image of homes, area specific custom list of homes with price points and features, short testimonial videos of past clients, buyers and sellers, for sure. They work very well. Virtual tours, walkthroughs, vacants, foreclosures, right? And an example of a walkthrough, because we are active in the business. So I just don't teach, we are very, very active. A couple of days ago, there's 18 acres, a little over 18 acres that I'm selling for a client of mine. And it's not far from where my family lives, my grandfather. So I drove out there and I did a quick live, just on my personal page, because a lot of followers on my personal page are from East Texas, from the area where I'm from. So I went live there. I got a ton of response, and actually a couple of people that's interested in buying it. But I was live for maybe 2 minutes. And I just simply shared, hey guys, Lolita here. I'm out here in Mount Enterprise. My client has over 18 acres of property that he's looking to sell. It's heavily wooded. There's no restrictions. So for all you hunters out there, if you're interested in hunting, more land for hunting, then this may be ideal for you. Real quick. And I got a lot of response. So doing videos like that as well. And I didn't even boost it, or, this is just going live. And that's a whole nother presentation, actually, video marketing and going live. All right. For new agents, real estate investors, what happens if I have no listings or deals? Well, one, you can market other listings from your brokerage. Okay. Market another deal from a wholesaler if you're an investor, and which is a great way. You can co-wholesale and find opportunities that way. Market buyer guides and seller guides. If you're an agent, market tips to sell your home fast, investor. Market a custom list of homes, or if you're an investor, market short seller video testimonials. Okay. Now let's take a look at an example ad. Carla there is my business partner. So this particular ad was really effective. So obviously it's to generate buyer leads, but kept the verbiage pretty simple, pretty short, but the main things that we talked about is what most people are interested in, right? And we had our call to action there. And here's another example. Now in the middle there, if you can't read it, it's okay. It's she's sharing a short story of how she met this client. This particular post, which we did create an ad out of it, generated several buyer clients for us. And the saying, facts tell, stories sell, is 100% dead on. So what she shared in this ad, it simply says, 2 years ago, I was heading home when I saw this family walking down the street. It was so hot outside, and I felt moved to stop and ask if they needed a ride. They said yes, so I took them to their destination. We talked and I learned a little about them in the short trip. Before they got out, I gave them my business card. I couldn't believe the call I received in July 2020. Check out the video to hear the entire story and how I was able to help them buy a new custom home with a down payment of less than $10. And the video that they did, I actually went with her once they closed to the house, because she gave them flowers and a balloon. And I asked them if it was okay, if I videotaped them, and they said, sure. So I got my phone, and, it's like this, and I just hit record. And what happened was they were so happy and overjoyed. The husband gave just a wonderful, testimonial for Carla, but they started singing. And the song, it was in their language, in their, because I believe they're from Africa. And they were just clapping, and the kids were there. They were just clapping, and it was so moving. And I captured that. And when I edited the video, to add to this post, it went viral. So when we saw all of the engagement before we decided to, put $100 in ad costs behind it, we were like, man, this is pretty powerful. So I know that was kind of long-winded, but I say this to say, you want to incorporate stories also when you're on social media and when you're creating content to attract, sellers and buyers. Now, this particular ad that I created, it was super, super simple. So it was just that image there, and I put 0 commissions, 0 closing costs. Learn more to see how we can help you. That was it. And I ran this ad from our business page, Heartstone Buys Houses Fast. And out of that, we were able to get Mr. Enrique there. He actually sent me a message. He clicked on Learn More, and he sent me a DM and stated that he was interested in selling his property. And when we went to, I went to closing, and I asked him, if I could get a video testimonial. I always ask. And he said yes. And one of the questions and this is on my YouTube channel, and one of the questions I asked him was, I said, how did you find me? He said, well, I saw your ad on Facebook. I said, awesome. So out of that, it turned into a $15,000 assignment. And I think my total ad spend was a little under $400 for this particular ad. So just to want to give you some ads, example of ads that have worked for us. Now, tip 2, show the proven model for automating your lead generation and exponentially, I think I'm butchering that word, increasing your conversion rate within the next 24 hours. So have the best assistant that you could imagine responding for you for free. Sounds great, right? Cut the cold calling and the door knocking. And of course, we're talking about follow-up. Fortune's in the follow-up. So who is this assistant, right? Well, let's talk about how to manage the leads. So starting, if you're looking at the screen on the left, not knowing when the lead comes in, been there. Struggle to find your leads in Ads Manager, been there. Stop everything that you're doing to call them within the first 5 minutes. Yep. Pray that the contact information is right. Yep. And hope they pick up. Okay. This is the old way. Now let's discuss the new way. The new way to manage your leads in the follow-up. One of the things that's very effective on Facebook is the chat bot. So I don't know if you guys use, your messenger or chat bots, but they are extremely effective. And Zapier right there in the middle is a service where you can integrate different type of services to automate the process of lead generation, right? So let's say you have leads or you run an ad and you want leads to do a call to action. And once they click on that button and get in their call to action, you have a nice follow-up sequence in Facebook Messenger, your chat bot, right? So that's going to communicate with that lead. And once it comes through Zapier, once you integrate it, you can integrate it into whatever CRM database that you use. For us, it's KV Core, love KV Core. And Zapier, well, I'm not going to say any database because, they may not, there's a lot of the top well-known databases that you can integrate. So, but KV Core is one. So when those leads come in, right, and that chat bot message, that first message hit them, hi, thank you for responding. If you're interested in talking with someone, click here. Click here if you'd like to schedule a call, or click here if you want to go ahead and submit your information for offer within 24 hours, whatever it is, right? Let's say they don't take an action, but that lead has already been funneled through into our database now, KV Core. And what we have set up in KV Core are campaigns that have pre-written emails that when they go in, the system will automatically drip on them over the course of that campaign. So if we have 250 emails pre-written that is loaded into that campaign and spread out to go out, say, once a week, then we don't touch it. because they're going to be followed up with over a period of time in the length of that campaign. Does that make sense? And now what we're doing, we are receiving calls or text messages from leads that have been in the system for however long, that now they're ready to either buy a house or they're ready to sell. So this is a new way of how to manage your leads and your follow-up, leveraging social media and some additional technology, okay? You still have to make calls, of course. Still have to make calls, still have to follow up, of course, because if they reach out and they say, well, yeah, me and my husband are talking about it. We've been in your database here and getting your emails for the last 2 months, and I think we're about ready. We're not quite ready, but we just want to call you and let you know we're getting your emails. So what's the first step? Okay, right? And if based off that conversation, if they're not ready to pull the trigger then obviously you're going to follow up with them. You're going to put them back on the calendar and ask them, it's a good time for you to call them back. So you can follow up or outsource that process. Tip number 3, how to determine your local market on Instagram. So I'm starting to use Instagram a little bit more. I've dedicated to go live there once a week since the first of the year, and I've seen an uptick in my followers. I've gotten a few DMs too, but Instagram is a great platform. First, attract clients at scale by simply being yourself. So become and remain top of mind with a few posts per week. Let me talk about that a little bit. I know this is one of the questions I get asked all the time. Lo, how often do I need to post? I can't post every day. Totally understand that. Me either. And I like to post, if I don't outsource it, I like to be on there myself and post. And typically on Instagram, like I say, I do a live once a week. But aside of that, I may post once or twice a week. But what's really effective is the stories. So you want to make sure that if you're posting on Instagram or Facebook, that you want to also incorporate stories. I can come back to that. But you don't have to post every day. I would say 2 or 3 times a week. It's good. But again, make sure that your posts are purposeful, right? And they're doing what they need to do as far as attracting the type of client that you want to work with. So become and remain top of mind with a few posts per week, farming and prospecting on the gram. So don't turn your profile into a home and or land page. Let me explain. So you don't want every post to be of a new property that you're selling. You know, you don't want to do those type of posts. Instagram is more of documenting your journey, if you will, and also maybe 20% of personal life. So, and what I mean by that is, you know, if like, show me what you do in the mornings, right? A lot of people like to see that. If you check emails, or if you just got a new contract, or if you just flipped a property, right? You can share that. So if you're looking to purchase new properties or other properties, say in an area where you just flipped a house or you just bought a rental, right? You can jump on and talk about that. So, hey guys, just rented this beautiful property. Just picked up this property. I'm getting ready to rent this beautiful property here on Landing Street. And I'm looking for some other properties like this. So if you live in this area or you know someone that's thinking about selling, it doesn't matter the situation or what's going on. I would love to talk with them. And if you're a real estate investor, maybe not an agent, you can also share. I pay referral fees, right? So that's just an example. Now the secret formula: you can't attract buyer and seller clients on the ground just by being yourself. Talked about that. Now, there is a catch to this. You have to mix a combination. And I know I jumped a little bit. You have to mix a combination of entertainment, education, and your journey. So just, you know, think about that to keep it simple. A little entertainment, a little education, and a little bit of your journey. So E plus J equals influence, right? So hopefully that's a good formula to kind of help you get an idea of maybe more of the purpose of Instagram. Because I know a lot of people are like, I don't know what to post on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, right? This is just not sure, but this is a combination of what you can share, okay? Instagram tips. 1, optimize hashtags proven to rank in your local market. Yes. So if you're not familiar with hashtags, look at it like this. So if someone's on Instagram and they're looking for a realtor, or they're looking for a We Buy House business or company in Grand Prairie, Texas, then they may type in that hashtag to see posts of those individuals that have that product or service to offer. So hashtags are really important, okay? 2, strategic tagging for popular local search for farming, collaborations with targeted reach, like maybe with other real estate investors or the realtors. Stories are your best friend. I cannot stress that enough. Stories sell, okay? Optimize hashtags proven to rank in your local market. Show, don't tell. So again, show some behind the scenes, what you do, right? What's going on. Now here's an example post. This is of a coming soon property that Carla had in Allen, Texas. So she just simply put coming soon in Allen, Texas, and the address. And if you notice there, the hashtags, she hashtagged Allen, Texas, hashtag Texas homes, hashtag Texas homes for sale. Follow me? Hashtag first time home buyer. So those hashtags need to be specific to who you want to attract. So you just don't want to post on Instagram. You want to make sure that your hashtags match, all right, what you do in the area, all that. And here is just a quick post that she added to her Instagram stories. And again, she's just showing, that she's outside working, with her dog there out on her patio table. So that would be an example. Okay. Tip 4, create high converting video content. Video is the #1 most consumed content on the planet. I think everybody on here needs to start doing videos if you do not. If you have, if you're not doing them right now. And if you want to, well, let me say this, it just depends on your goals. It depends on, what you want to accomplish, obviously. But if you want to have a better brand awareness, a better presence online, and to, just have that, advantage over your competition, then videos is definitely going to help you do that, accomplish all that, right? And with YouTube, you got your tags, titles, and descriptions are kind of key formula things there that you need, once you have your video created and posted. So let's talk about it. High converted video content. So it builds a deeper connection than other platforms. It's easy to rank locally for highly searched terms. It's not as much competition, believe it or not, still not. So scalable, grows over time, and a massive return on your time invested when you create videos. Videos have a longer shelf life. Think about it. And like what I shared earlier, when we have people to reach out to me from my YouTube channel, I could say about 80–85% of the time, they become a client of some sort. If they're not selling a house, or buying a house, it may be another agent or another real estate investor that wants a strategy session with me, or, buy another product or something. But it's, long after, even if you have to take a break, in which life happens, life has been happening to all of us over the last few years, especially with COVID. Sometimes you just have to take a break, or you have to have a family or whatever. But guess what? If you have videos on the YouTube channel that are optimized properly and that bring value, then those leads just come in. They'll just come in, and they do. So even if you have to take a break in your business, you can leverage your YouTube channel and the videos you've created to consistently build business. And that's one of our main goals for this year, is to consistently create content on the YouTube channel, because we know how effective it is. I have a colleague, or several colleagues of mine in the mastermind I'm a part of, that they don't pay for any advertising or marketing whatsoever. Every lead that comes through their business is from their YouTube channel and from referrals. That's it. And that's one of our goals. So, and it can happen, but videos, extremely important. You see how much I like videos, right? All right, so a few secrets here. All you need to do to get started: cell phone, computer, no fancy equipment. I think a lot of people get caught up, well, I need to buy a camera and figure out how to use it. Nope. Start with your cell phone, okay? With YouTube, the algorithm, click-through rate, they really rank that high. What does that mean? A watch time, a post velocity. So when you're creating videos, what is the watch time? Watch time is probably the highest. I'll talk more about that. So you want people to watch your videos. So the longer that they're on there, the better, because YouTube is going to say, all right, so people are interested in this content that she's created. So let's go ahead and show her some more love and put it out there to a wider audience. And I'm not even talking about YouTube ads. This is if you have your videos optimized properly, meaning the right keywords, title, tags, description, right? From the slide previously. So, and what that does, it continues to open up more followers and people to follow you on YouTube. And another thing that you can, create out of that, is creating a whole nother income stream from YouTube. So there's a lot of benefit from leveraging videos and more specifically on YouTube. Okay. Now let's talk about this video. This is a video I created back in September of 2011. And it was a short, like 3-minute video where I was talking about Sheriow for skip tracing, right? Just showing how I use Sheriow, and did a quick little walkthrough of how to use it. Because I think one of the questions back then, I might've been working with a client that asked me, and I decided, well, let me go ahead and do a video and put it on my YouTube channel and share this particular skip tracing site. And I think it probably has more views now, but when I did this screenshot, because I wanted to show how many views, it's gotten over 117,000 views. 117,000 views since 2011. That's what long shelf life means. And in addition to that, I also shared an affiliate link, right? In the video for folks that wanted to take action and use Sheriow. They offer an affiliate program, and they'll pay affiliate commissions. So I've made money, just from folks taking action on that over time. And here's another YouTube channel. This is my business partners. So living in North Fort Worth, that is her target market area. And she doesn't do videos every week. She tries, but the goal is for her to do a weekly video. But again, when clients look her up, or if anybody's looking to move to the North Fort Worth area, and there's several cities within that area, we have it set up to where her video will come up, within the search. So that's just another example. There's nothing more powerful and effective than video marketing for conversion and lead generation. Repurpose, some more secrets here. You can repurpose your videos for every social media platform, right? You can nurture your past, current, and potential clients, right? Massive authority and credibility builder, absolutely. So there's no quicker way other than door knocking and just meeting with folks, right? But a lot of folks not doing that. They're not comfortable doing that anymore. So what do? Create a video. Share some information about you, background, history, what you do, who you've helped. And that will help you build that know, like, and trust factor much quicker than your competition of other agents or investors that are not leveraging video, okay? A properly ran YouTube channel can result in multiple leads per week. This means zero marketing expense to generate leads, absolutely.
Thank you for listening to this episode of REI USA. Let these golden pieces of advice clear your path towards thriving real estate success and start making those amazing financial opportunities work for you. If you liked this episode and want to get more of these valuable secrets, be sure to subscribe to the show at www.rei-usa.com. Leave a rating too and share with your friends. Until next time.